Welcome back to the Grill Mark Co. cooking channel. I am your host, Mark Ashby. And with the holidays coming up, we've already done some turkeys. In fact, we did a barbecue battle this year of Cosmo Q versus Meat Church. You can check those out down there on the channel below, and even a little vlog with me and yours truly behind the camera. But with the holidays coming up, we want to make sure that we prepare you for everything that you can get done. So today we're taking some mac and cheese. We've already cooked it up right here, and we are going to make some smoked mac and cheese on the Monument Grill's Pellet Smoker. Let's get started. There are a few steps that we've done in order to make this video just a little bit shorter, but we cooked our mac and cheese just like it said on the recipe on the box. We cooked it al dente, so it's not hard, it's nice and soft and everything else. We've also pre-made our cheese sauce right here, and I use 1.5 cups of cheese. And the best part is we fried up some bacon and we mixed it with panko, put it in the food processor there, and we're gonna make sure that we put that on top right here in this cast iron pan, and we're gonna throw it on the smoker at 350 degrees. And to top it all off, we got just a simple AP SPG rub here that we're gonna mix in with the noodles and the cheese sauce, and that's it. The hardest part will be waiting for it to cook and cool down. Let's mix everything together. First step, mix the cheese sauce and the noodles, and this sauce is thick with 2 C's and 2 K's, but we use some Cabot cheese. We got a pound of extra sharp cheddar, and then we have a 1/2 pound of macaroni and cheese by Cabot also. And we're gonna put that right on top right there. It's like one of those pizza commercials. Now we are gonna take a cup of Duke's Mayo. Duke's Mayo, make sure you're watching. Sponsor the channel. Duke's Mayo. We're gonna take 1 cup of that, and we're gonna mix that right into here. That looks good enough. And we're just gonna mix that right on top, right up here. Make sure we get all that goodness in there. That's gonna give it some nice zip, some tanginess. And then we have sour cream. And we're gonna mix a cup of that as well. That looks good. And mix that right in there. Just a little bit of AP rub. You can do your own. We're just using some salt, pepper, garlic here. And now we're gonna mix it together. Now we've got it all mixed together fairly well. Before we put this on the smoker, we're gonna take a stick of butter and we're just gonna grease up this pan because we wanna make sure that it does not stick, but it's also gonna add some nice buttery flavor to the mixture. Take this mac and cheese mixture and we're gonna fill it up as much as we can here, but we don't wanna overfill it. We may have to do this in 2 tubs. Spread it out. Nice and covered. Again, don't overfill it. And now, the best part. We took our bacon and we crisped it up in the pan, and then we mixed it in our food processor to get still that kind of bacon bits here. And this panko and this bacon is gonna add a nice flavor and crunch to it. So, we're just gonna put that over the top. Just like that. And I used a whole package of bacon and I sliced it up. Got it nice and crispy. And cover the top of it. Use all of it. You know it's gonna be good when bacon's added into it. This is the secret for the Grill Mark Co. Or just this mac and cheese. This is the secret. Spread it out. Look at that. That's a thing of beauty. Let's take this bad boy outside and set it on the smoker. We've got our pan of beautiful mac and cheese, and we've got our pellet smoker running at 350 degrees, and I've got some pecan pellets running from Bear Mountain Barbecue in there. And so all we're gonna do is take it and leave it there. We're gonna leave it at 350 degrees for 1 hour. We want that smoke to envelop the whole pan. We want the sides to be a little bubbly. We want it to firm up a little bit in there as well. So we're gonna check back on in an hour and see how it looks. Been over an hour. Well, it's been right at an hour, but let's take a look together. This thing looks amazing. If you look up closely here, you can see it bubbled on the outside. I am pointing, I promise I'm wearing a mitt here. But it's bubbling, it browned up on the outside as well. And you know what? Jess said it kind of looks like a pizza a little bit, but it's gonna taste way better than a pizza. Now I know you wanna go in and dive in on this right away, but it's like hot lava right now. We gotta let this cool. So we're gonna sit it on the counter, let it rest about 10 or 15 minutes. It's warm enough to touch, so that means it's good enough to eat. This is some beautiful mac and cheese from the top. I hate to break into it, but I really want to break into it. Look how creamy that is. Still really hot on the inside. That's good. Now when I made this cheese sauce too, I threw a couple tablespoons of Tabasco in there just to give it some nice vinegary flavor, a little bit of kick. But the only thing we can do now, look at that. What do you think of that? How does it look? She can't talk, she's got sinuses going on, but we got bacon, we got panko, we got salt, pepper, garlic, we got 1.5 pounds of cheese, which should be more than enough. Now we dive in. First of all, it smells amazing. It's got, oh man, that's good. It's got crunch from the bacon and the panko, just enough seasoning from the salt, pepper, and garlic. There's no spice to it whatsoever. I'm gonna grab another bite. This is way too good. Here we go. Just here, dive in. Listen to that. A little mac and cheese ASMR for you. But this is killer. And with that turkey that I made, follow that recipe too. You're gonna have some awesome Thanksgiving stories and memories with some great food. Until next time, make sure you eat well, you do well, and you serve some really, really good sides and good food. Until then.